Hi YouTube, this is Darkon633, and today we're taking a look at another Star Wars The Force Awakens 6-inch Black Series figure review. This time we're going to take a look at Han Solo from Force Awakens. Now, there was another Han Solo that was released in the 6-inch Black Series toy line. However, that one was based on his original trilogy counterpart. I actually do not own that version of Han Solo, so this is actually the first Han Solo 6-inch that I currently own. Now, this is the final figure that's released in the current wave of the 6-inch Black Series. The recent wave, which includes Ahsoka Tano, Kanan, and let's see what the third figure was. Luke, based on his appearance on A New Hope, was released recently at BBTS, but I'm actually going to be waiting it out and finding it in stores later since I finally just got a hold of this wave, so I'm going to be waiting it out just a tad bit longer. Anyways, we're going to take a look at the box. The box just shows just a profile shot of Harrison Ford, or Han Solo from Force Awakens. The back, it shows a bio, and it says that it's number 18 of the 6-inch Black Series. Now we're going to take a look at the figure itself. The figure doesn't include really that many accessories. In fact, it only includes one. A lot of the other 6-inch figures at least had a few weapons, but he only includes his signature blaster, which is really warped right now. The only thing I don't really like about his blaster is, like, unlike the other weapons we've got in the 6-inch Black Series, this one happens to be the most gummy-like design. So as you can see, just putting it in the holster, which is the reason why it was so warped in the first place, is a major problem when you're storing it. So it's probably best to just keep it in its hand. As normal, we're going to take a look at the articulation first. Articulation, his head is on a ball joint, which works really well. It doesn't really work that well left and right, but it does work well looking up and looking side to side. He has ball joints in the shoulders, outward movement, ball joints in the elbows, about 90-degree elbow joint, swivels in the wrists, and it's a bit of a ball joint, but it doesn't have that much movement compared to some of the ones I've seen. He has full waist articulation, and it can kind of crunch up and down, but there's not a whole lot you're going to get there. He has outward hip movement, which works really nicely. Swivels, which are really tight. Double jointed knees. And ball joints in the ankles. So you're going to get a whole lot of poses with this figure, and that's really nice. Now, as I mentioned earlier, his signature blaster can actually be stored in his holster on the side of his hip. And you just slide it over and push it in. As you can see, it already kind of warps the plastic of the blaster itself. So it's best to just keep it in his hand, as I mentioned earlier. But overall, I still think this is a really good likeness to Harrison Ford, and I think they did a fantastic job designing it in the 6-inch Black Series wave. Now, other than that, that's pretty much it for Han Solo. It pretty much gets the point, and I really enjoy this version of Han Solo in the 6-inch Black scale. Now, I might actually get this version of him based on the original trilogy at one point, but right now I'm just really glad to own a Harrison Ford / Han Solo figure in general, since I don't really have many Han Solo figures, so it's really nice to actually get a hold of him based on his present appearance, even though, spoiler alert, something did happen at the middle of Force Awakens, and for those who didn't know, he did kind of get killed by Kylo Ren, which happens to be his son. So it is a bit unfortunate the character was killed off, but it's understandable so that they can try and push it towards the new generation of characters, since pretty much all we got now is Luke and Leia, which were the main two characters in the original trilogy. But it is sad to see another hero go, but it's still really nice what he did in the film, and I think he did a pretty good run, even though it was going to be his final appearance in the franchise, outside of maybe the backstories and the prequel movies that are coming out. But I really think this is one of the best figures we got in this wave. He's got a whole lot of articulation, and it really works well overall in display for the Force Awakens figures. So I highly recommend picking this up if you manage to be able to find it in stores or online. Anyways, please comment, subscribe, and check out Hirotaku. Also, please check me out on Twitter under Darkon633, and please check down the other channels down below. I'll be back with more Star Wars reviews in the future. But for now, I'm sending you to bye.